Welcome back to the battlefield. Today's episode, we will be hopefully making a little bit more progress in capturing some of the land that the Iranians hold. To start off with that, let's just go ahead and move this guy forward and have him raid. This army can just stay here and keep replenishing. I think I will probably have this army rotate back and become a siege army, but I'm going to let this army do some more replenishing before I swap them out. Down here, let's go see if we can find that other army that just left this settlement. Okay.
How may I serve you? Treading softly.
So they do still have two full stack armies. They do not have the range to attack me with both of them at the same time, so I should be good to just hold my position there. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I really need to do this turn. So let's just go ahead and end the turn.
Perhaps,
I really don't need that enough to pay money for it. I wouldn't mind having defensive alliance with Athens, I suppose, but it's not a necessity. Interesting. Five units of cavalry and a whole bunch of missile units. On the one hand, taking this fight will slow down my replenishment, but on the other, it's a good opportunity to try and wipe out one of their two full stacks, so let's go for it. Alright, let's hope that the AI deploys over here, and that's why I started facing this direction. Have some of these more heavily injured units be the ones that stay inside the fort. Just make sure we've got the entrances blocked off. Do you know what? I'll actually have these weaker units. I'll line them up here and we'll see what happens. Have these guys go like this, and I guess these units can be in the front. See if I can get them set up in a way I like, though. I suppose that'll do.
Orders, my lord.
These guys can hold the rear. Don't want the archers firing at will at the beginning.
Missile infantry ready. Archers!
Alright, now let's see. I'm actually going to put these stakes out in front of my infantry over here so that if their cavalry decides to charge over this direction, I'll have the extra protection against it while my guys are throwing their javelins out. And then I'll leave the barricades back here just as kind of an extra layer of defense to slow them down if I need to. Not even going to bother with the brimstone pits, and let's start. Alright, so they started on the correct side. Now let's see what they do.
That does not mean we are unprepared. Our numbers are great enough if we hold, and great enough to break them. Put your trust in me, man.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
That'll be their one unit over on the side. Right, it looks like they're going for the center, which is fine.
Awaiting orders.
Let these guys just throw their javelins at will.
Cataphract! Archers! Fire!
Try and take out some of these missile cav early on, just so they don't get to use all of their javelins.
At the ready!
Okay, this is good. Let's send the cavalry around to trap these
One of our
guys.
units has used all its ammunition.
Go ahead and turn these guys to face, just in case the other general gets over here quickly.
Ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Orders, my lord! My lord! Orders, my lord!
Okay, archers continue firing at their general. Armored horse archers. I guess go ahead and charge into that.
Archers!
Okay, front line's getting a little bit messy in here.
We await your orders.
It's maybe time to turn some of these guys around.
Orders, my lord! At the ready!
Okay, dealt with one unit. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to charge into these missile units just yet. Their general is still coming. Just keep my guys moving around in the back here.
We await your orders.
Alright, I think it's time to get a move on. Let's start pressing this engagement. You guys fall back to the defenses a little bit. Not sure if I had a pathfinding issue here or quite what's going on. Let's chase them off and then start getting into the rest of the missile troops. It might actually be a good idea to pull the cataphracts back to help deal with this general. Okay, skirmishers, hit some of their light troops. This is actually really not going well in here, so I'm going to need my reinforcements to get to the front line immediately. How are we looking out here? Not too bad. Okay, getting a good volley of javelins into those guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
These guys are getting overwhelmed just a little bit. Let's bring the general forward just to make sure we're keeping morale high.
Orders, my lord. Swift and accurate. What are your orders? Spears at your command. Shock cavalry ready.
Okay, let's try and pin this heavy shock cav general. Oh, is he going to be too fast? Is he going to get away? Please don't. Please don't get away. Okay, I think we caught a couple of them, but the rest of the unit just kind of stopped. Yeah, let's get out there and finish them off.
Our general is under attack.
You guys may fire at will now. Archers, keep shooting whatever you want at this point. Okay, you guys, would you just throw your javelins already? I don't know what's taking so long. Turn out here, keep working that general over.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, you guys go ahead and charge in there and help out. General, let's do an inspire and a rally. How are we looking at here?
Units has used all its ammunition.
Absolutely chase them down if we can.
Spears at your command. At the ready. Orders. Horse archers. Engage. We are at your command.
Alright, looks like I just fumbled over my words pretty hard. Looks like we got good control over this battle. Nice and relatively simple. No need to run them down. Let's try and get some of these melee infantry though. Actually, the Sparvara would be a better target because they're more annoying for cavalry. Right, let's tell the front line in here to start getting aggressive. We'll even tell the general to go get involved. I doubt he'll be able to, but let's try. Cavalry will be getting a ton of kills in here.
We await your orders. Ready to ride. Noble spearmen. We await your orders.
Okay, let's tell the archers to cease fire, tell these guys to stop firing. Oh, it's only just now turning in my favor.
We are at your command.
Good to know.
Cataphracts.
These cataphracts really aren't actually very good at chasing down units, because they're just too slow.
At the ready. At the double. Our orders. At the ready.
If we can, let's try and create a kill box here so they can't escape. And then we'll just let this play out. I'm going to take a little bit of friendly fire from the towers, but it is what it is. Not too concerned about any of those units. Alright, looks like that battle is taken care of. I'm hitting backspace instead of escape. 1,200 kills on those horse archers. My goodness gracious. Alright, let's see if anything else interesting happens over this end turn. Unfortunately, I didn't get rid of either of these generals. It's a bit disappointing. But their army is in tatters. And since they only have 4 settlements left, I believe, I think I can actually get a little bit more aggressive now. Let's see, I need to figure out what the deal is with Parthia first. Does Parthia hate me? Kind of, yeah, okay, they don't like me very much. Alright, so war with Parthia is on the horizon. So maybe pushing up here right off the bat isn't such a good idea, because these guys will be unsupported for several turns while I'm clearing out these other 3 settlements.
Treading softly.
Okay, I'm not sure where the 3rd army went. Has me a little bit concerned.
Swift and silent.
At your command.
Let's go ahead and just keep raiding this area for now. Alright, now instead of pressing my advantage and charging in there, I'm actually going to let this army pull back and do some replenishment and start getting ready to pick up some siege equipment. I'm just going to disband these guys. Oh, duh, and I need to do this too so that I don't just leave an open alley into my territory.
Waiting for more orders. At your command.
Let's go ahead and merge out some of these units so that we don't need to spend quite so long replenishing, and we can get straight to the fighting. Okay. I've only just realized that these units have 300 men. I thought they were 200-man units. I don't know where I got that idea, but I thought they were 200-man units. Obviously don't have any good recruitment available here, but that'll save me a little bit of income while I'm waiting to pick up the siege equipment. Let's get some increased capacity on our farms ready to go. I'm kind of thinking that 2nd army went back down towards Susa to defend it, so I'm a bit hesitant to go attacking over here. But at this point, oh, I actually still could.
That is impossible.
Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and just drop back. Unfortunately, now I'm not raiding anymore, so I lose some income.
Ready for battle. We fight for you, my lord.
I'm trading with these guys, right? The Indians? Yes, they still don't like me though. That's fine.
At your command.
I'm probably going to need a new army soon, but for now I'd rather avoid recruiting it, if at all possible, since obviously my income isn't fantastic at the moment. If I remember right, I was sending these guys over to Nicomedia. Now, go this way.
Gathering supplies, my lord.
Yeah, that's the direction I wanted you to go. Just so I can have a little bit more border security over here. Alright, let's check the family, check for anyone who leveled up, and move on to the next turn. Looks like we're good across the board here. Could send her off to do some stuff, but Empire maintenance isn't too bad at the moment.
My lord.
Go with public order. That was the wrong choice, maybe. Maybe not. Alright, let's end the turn. Now I've got to think that Iran only has one more army, and that's the one down at Susa. I've got to think that's their last army. I mean, they have the remnants of a couple of armies up here, but nothing major.
My people do not.
That is bad timing, because public order here has been a struggle for a long time, as it is. Let's pop these guys back over and pick up some siege equipment finally. Still don't have access to any of my sword units that I want. I wouldn't mind getting the heavy archers either, but you know. Since I don't have access to swords, I think more breaches will actually be better, because it'll let me use my numbers more to my advantage. Pick up another unit of archers as well. Okay, that army stayed put. What is the situation between these two factions? They like each other. That's a bit dangerous for me. Go ahead and finish off this army real quick. Just kind of hide the missile units inside the melee units. Okay, it is missile cav. Let's go ahead and start chasing them off. If they're smart, they'll run. Alright, well, we caught them, and that'll be the end of them.
Our general is under attack.
Just make sure the general dies, so that we don't have to chase them down at all. Alright, well, that's one general dealt with. Don't have much movement range to do anything else. I would start the siege now, but obviously I don't have the movement range, so why bother? Yeah, I'm definitely hesitant to push forward with this army at the moment. I really need the reforms to kick in so I can get my sword infantry on the go.
We fight for you, my
Oh well. Right, Spy has some leveling up to do. I don't really care about the spy skills in this game.
I go. I am eager to serve.
How can I serve you?
My lord.
These guys can just keep hanging out and raiding. Well, I may as well move them forward at least a little bit.
The way is blocked. Ready for orders.
I'm actually going to drop back with this army,
Burn or steal.
just in case the Indians also decide to declare war on me this turn. I want to be out of their reach.
Fight for you, my lord. At your command. We fight for you, my lord. At your command.
No, damn it.
Is that all, my lord?
Oh well. Alright, next turn, I believe. Yeah, loyalty looks fine. Ooh, I should get this dude adopted. Alright, he is now part of the family. And he now has a family of his own. Lovely stuff. Now we can go to the next turn. As far as Eastern expansion goes, from here on out, I'm not exactly sure what to do because I'm really concerned about the Indians deciding to break their trade and attack me. But it would obviously be nice to get Parthia out of the way sooner rather than later.
What I ask is such a little thing, and inconsequential.
I'm actually kind of
that I
tempted to
almost
accept that
hesitate to mention the
just
amount.
for the improved relation along that border. That works. Alright, the first siege army is kitted out and ready to roll.
My lord. Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
It'll take them 3 turns to get here
We
anyway.
fight for you.
So let's go ahead and start the siege now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start the siege now.
For you, my lord. Ready
Alrighty.
for orders.
India, you're not making me very confident right now. Okay, in the open field, could I beat that army? They are fortified. Well, let's go ahead and fall back. You win for now, the Forgotten Warriors. You win.
Ready for orders.
Extra ammunition sounds good to me. I probably won't be able to do much of anything else with the rest of this, so we'll just go with the decreased upkeep.
At your command.
Now, let's run over here, trespass a little bit, and take out this settlement. Now, I'm somewhat tempted to just, like, sack the city.
Archers! Good! We await your orders! Armored horse archers! At the ready!
Nah, I'm not gonna sack the city, I'm just gonna occupy it.
Yes! You have our space! Royal cataphracts! What are your I have been here before. Many times I have faced bad. We can win this battle.
Go ahead and let these guys fire at will. Get a countercharge with the cavalry. Doesn't look like we got a very good charge in there. Archers, make sure you're hitting something useful.
Awaiting orders.
Horse archers, same to you.
Fire! Cataphracts! Yes! We are at your command! Double time! Ready! Quick march! Orders, my lord!
Okay, I don't want to stay in this engagement for too long, because they will start to bring up some infantry support. Okay, let's go ahead and pull back out of that. Fire at will again. You guys hit the spears.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We are at your command. Orders, my lord. Our orders. Ready. Turn. We await your order.
Nope. Selected too many units there. Okay, you guys just go ahead and get stuck in. Archers, focus on the townsfolk just to get them on the field. Now we'll hit the militia instead.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We await your order.
Okay, you guys fire at the phalanx infantry, I suppose.
What are your orders?
Okay, that's gonna hurt a little bit, but that's okay.
Cataphracts!
And maybe bring some cataphracts up here to help out with that.
Orders, my lord.
The battle is turning in our favor.
That was a really, really poor use of my general's ability. You guys get in here, start roughing them up. Cavalry, do your thing. Archers, cease fire.
Melee infantry at the ready. Heavy horse at your command. What are your orders? Armored horse archers.
Right, well, it shouldn't be too much longer before these guys break. Horse archers cease fire.
Orders, my lord.
Now that we're actually attacking the phalanxes from the rear, they should break quite rapidly. And there we go. I didn't do as much friendly fire as I thought I did there. I wasn't really trying very hard to manage my missiles. But it looks like things worked out pretty well for me. Alright, now, do I occupy it? Do I loot it? Do I sack it? I don't think I want to liberate it, because I'm pretty sure it's part of the province I'm in the middle of conquering. I really should have checked before I just jumped into the battle. Let's go ahead and just occupy it. Okay, that was the right call. And it gives us an infantry building. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because hopefully what that means is if my reforms ever happen, I will be able to start recruiting from here instead of having to drop all the way back to get my armies on the go. Alright, is there anything else I need to do this turn? I don't think so. Yeah, just based on the positioning of these Indian armies, I'm starting to think they're the next person I go to war with instead of Parthia. But we will see. Anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. As always, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'll see you in the next one.